Welcome back to the Talk About Nothing podcast, season 3, episode 1.
Yeah.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Air clap that. We're back again. Hey, shout out to everyone that followed us throughout seasons 1 and also season 2. Shout out to everyone that watches us on the videos on YouTube. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Keep checking us out. We got some big things coming this year too, making a little bit of changes and all that. I also wanted to shout out to, because I look at the numbers every week and all that, and I wanted to give a big shout out to the loyal people that watch us every single week, because I can tell facts. Because the numbers are around the same. So I appreciate y'all holding us down. Definitely appreciate it. And also, if you like the show, retweet it out on your social medias, get it out to your friends, put us on to some other people that haven't listened to the show.
Pay it forward.
We gotta count on y'all to help us get it out there if y'all want to see us blow up. Facts. So when we do blow up, we'll take care of it and remember y'all.
Look out for y'all.
We're only doing what we can with 3 out of 4 promoting, so you dig?
Big facts.
To my left.
It's your boy Day. Same old, same old.
Yo, how does it feel to be on another season now? Like,
yeah.
Like you was basically on the first season. You got official on the second. And now you a vet.
We here, man.
We here.
Keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. That's all.
I will say Day is very he's very adamant about this podcast. He'll be in the group chat and he'll be like, yo, we need to do this, we need to do that. So we appreciate you for real.
Facts.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
And of course you got Dre, anything country, anything Charlotte. We got the All-Star game coming soon. I just took PTO for it, so we lit.
Big facts. We got the All-Star coming, CIAA is also in that time period.
CIAA coming
and
too.
The ACC tournament.
Yeah.
It's this is the first quarter of Charlotte's about to be nuts.
Basketball about to be nuts.
Stupid.
And then we also got well, it's a little off, but we got the St. Patrick's Day bar crawl, which we always break records. And then we got Soul Meat Companies, shout out, 3-year anniversary. And then we got Sycamores, obviously annual.
Yeah.
So
Springfest. Oh my god, I love the first half of the
April
year.
13th, bruh.
Actually, I look-y kind of love all year, and then like once it starts getting cold, I like stay in a little bit more. But like I'm recharging my battery for the next year.
It's lit, man. It's lit. Charlotte's gonna be on fire, man. I'm ready.
This is water, by the way.
What?
Just letting them know this is water.
Straight vodka.
Straight vodka.
I don't want to be out here looking like a wild alcoholic.
So we got any feedback from the last episodes?
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, I heard that I actually talked to 2 girls the other day, and they were like, we listened to your voting episode, and they were telling me that I was being stupid, which I figured.
Yeah,
but
you were.
Stupid. But anyways.
Look at me, I don't vote.
Hey, yo. Hey, where you get them Hornets colored Paisley socks at, dog?
I got these.
No, I'm not talking to you. I said Paisley, dog.
Oh, I was gonna say I got these Hornets joints from.
No, your patterns, B. I didn't say Argyle. I said Paisley.
I don't know where Argyle is in Paisley. How do you know this?
Cause I'm a real M-word, dog. That's what I know.
Okay. all
the sorority girls will listen. Will appreciate that. But anyways, Argyle has like the little triangles.
Like
Paisley's got the little arched flowers on it,
like on the bandanas.
Yeah, like the Bloods.
Yo, speaking of bandanas,
I'm just cripping over here.
I got a funny story. So I was watching Dre's Snapchat earlier today, and he was watching like Locked Up or something, and this dude was like a super crip. He was like, I don't wear nothing red. If I have to wear red, I throw it on the ground first and I step on it. I was like, dog, that's probably what landed you where you at.
Yeah, that's exactly what got you where you are.
Yeah, he big crippin'.
My man stepped on the shirt and then picked it up and spit on it twice on both sides and then put it on. And he was like, that's how I gotta put it on. I'm like, dog, but you still put on the shirt. Like,
big Luke.
So you just put on a dirty spit filled shirt. Oh my god. Anyways, man, what y'all want to talk about this episode?
I hate to do it.
I know one thing we got to talk about.
Yeah, we got to talk about Rkelly.
Yeah, that means we got to get this out though.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be stale.
We got to talk about Rkelly. So
did y'all see push this episode out?
Did y'all see the
No, I watched all 6 episodes of it.
Yeah, I know you watched it. I didn't see all of it actually, but I pretty much know like what happened. I heard about,
and I actually didn't see it. So you saw it. You saw a little bit of it, right?
Yeah.
I actually didn't see it at all. So this should make for a good episode.
We're front and center in my household for it.
Yeah, the craziest part about it is it wasn't just R. Kelly. The whole Robert Kelly family is wild.
Yeah,
like that's a wild ass family.
Oh
man.
wait, so would you say R. Kelly's the wildest one in the
no,
family?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know.
The brother that's locked up he's wild.
He was a
too.
nut. But apparently, like their big sisters, like
Big
would set it
sister
off.
was crazy. Big sister was like molesting them, right?
Yeah, like all of them, like
Dog.
yeah.
Hey, there's so much that
then
I
that's
never
why,
heard about
then
their
that's
family.
why then do you feel like that's why R. Kelly does what he does?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, it could be.
Oh.
I mean that definitely probably plays like 85% of the role.
That just like
Between
deflated
that
my
and
tire.
he's like sick.
Yeah, R. Kelly's just a wild dude, man. Like,
But you know what I don't get? I don't want to get into like psychology because we're definitely not doctors or anything. But like, why
Oh, just talking.
does you being molested make you attracted to younger people?
it don't make sense to me. I
Doesn't
don't
make
know.
like-
sense to me either. I don't know.
I don't know what the psychological effects make you.
And I didn't expect y'all to know. I'm just like I'm wondering if y'all are thinking the same thing. Like I don't get it.
I think he's just a sick dude. I don't even know if it has anything to do with the fact that he got molested by his sister. He's just wild.
I'm pretty sure that like damaged his psyche as a youngster coming up and all that. I mean, it has to.
Yeah, I mean,
But that doesn't give him the pass.
Oh nah.
Oh, yeah,
No
definitely
pass.
because
No pass.
R. Kelly. I mean, it wasn't just Aaliyah. Like this dude.
No, he was a savage.
This dude.
But wait, so break it down. I haven't seen it, and for our listeners who haven't seen it,
I mean, it's 6 episodes. And so it starts off like the first night. They're talking about how like he like rose to fame or whatever. But like you know how like most artists, especially back in the day before the internet, where like you had to like grassrooted and pretty much come up from where you're from first
yeah,
before you hit like the national scene, the national stage. So like he was like coming up in Chicago, like they're starting to make a name for himself or whatever. But he would like pull up to the high schools and just like chill out there and like try to like pick up the high school chicks and like roam the halls of the high schools and stuff like that.
Ew.
And it was like, bro, you 21, 24 years old. What are you doing here?
dog.
Like, what is wrong with you? But like nobody said anything to him because like he was like popping.
And that's also when you could just like honestly go roam a school without.
Well, yeah, that's disgusting.
No. But what I'm saying was school security wasn't as tight back then.
Oh, nah.
So like you could just.
But I mean, even if it was tight, it wouldn't have mattered because like he was becoming somebody.
Yeah, that's fair. Like
Yeah.
R. Kelly's.
R. Kelly's
here.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
So he was like basically there like scouting.
So at what point were people like, "Yo, this dude's a full blown savage"? Like
I would say probably
at what point did other people notice it?
the
Outside of his family, probably Aaliyah.
yeah,
I would say
that
Aaliyah
like,
probably shined a light on him.
yeah.
And then everybody was like, dude, he kind of
Something's
bugging.
not
But
right,
his
yeah.
family knew ahead of time. His family
Yeah.
already knew. Like his brothers knew. His brother,
Ooh.
like I think one of the brothers was like bringing girls for him or something, right?
No, he said something like along the lines of that's his preference.
No, but the brother was scouting girls for him.
Oh, was he saying
The one that was, I think the one that's locked up. So he has a brother that's in jail, and he was finding like young girls for R. Kelly because in his words, he's like, R. Kelly, that's
what
just
my brother likes.
That's his
Yeah.
preference. He just likes young girls. So I mean, the whole situation.
It was disgusting.
Yo, lock it. Keep his ass locked up.
Oh my god!
Hey, I saw somebody's tweet. Somebody said they should have extended his sentence because that brother is a wild dude too.
He was.
So take me to the Aaliyah part. So with Aaliyah, did he take advantage of Aaliyah, or did Aaliyah say that she willingly did it? Or?
No, I mean she was 15, so I don't know if you can like willingly like let a 27-year-old man like that's just disgusting.
Hey, no, I get that. What I'm asking.
I mean,
is,
I'm sure
was she
they-
like, "No, I was raped," or was she like, "Oh
Nah,
no,
nah, it wasn't
we
rape.
got busy."
Well,
I don't
yes,
think he was-
technically it's statutory rape.
Well, yeah, but I don't think he was like.
Can't
I
stand
mean,
kills.
he wasn't forcefully like holding her down, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's what I was-
he was doing like the old head, probably manipulating her mind. I mean, she was young, just like he's been doing to all of the girls.
Like he was on her album cover. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he was manipulating her.
The wild thing is, like, it was just so in front of people's faces. And, like, I don't understand how, like, it was literally right.
I got a theory on that,
It was
too,
literally right there. Like, he's pulling up to interviews with Aaliyah, and they're dressed like a couple. You know how, like, you go out with your girl and, like, yo, we rocking jean jackets tonight, baby, in sweaters.
I got a theory on that.
I actually didn't know that.
So here's my theory on that whole thing. So it doesn't fully apply to R. Kelly because Robert Kelly's he's just a wild dude. But we also got to think that there's been like, I guess, a sort of culture, I guess you can say, of men dating younger women.
Well, yeah.
That's been a
Or the
pretty
other way
much
around.
all throughout history. Like, I mean, even look at The Color Purple. I mean, that dude had Celie in him and they were young. So, I mean, there's been like a long history of like older men dating or dealing with younger girls. That's because that's what they are, girls.
Yeah.
Now, in R. Kelly's case, it's extreme. In R. Kelly's case, it's extreme because, I mean, 15, like, that's crazy. But
well, and the times had changed.
And the times have changed, yeah. But
how old was he then? 27?
Yeah, like 20, 27, 28. But there is still, like, as crazy as it sounds, there is still like this stigma of dudes dating younger women that sometimes are 5+ years younger than them. So I'm not saying that gives him a pass. But there is like a bit of a culture of that. I know people don't like to talk about it because
don't say it.
Because
but I know where
you
you're
know
going.
I'm going to Uncle Hove.
Please,
you know I'm going to Uncle Hove.
We're never gonna get anywhere.
But Hove said, well, actually Beyonce said that
we're gonna cut this out.
Her and Hove met when they were 18, and they didn't start dating or seeing each other until she was 19. But there's always been rumors that Hove was like scouting her. When she was like, there's always been rumors that Hove was like scouting her when she was like 17, maybe even 16. So there's always been.
Wouldn't be surprised.
So there's always been like a little.
Hove was already like 30.
Yeah, there's always been like a little thing with older dudes and younger girls. It's sick, but it's been there. It's not new.
I even think that, like, once you hit a certain age, just because it's technically legal, I still find that to be very disgusting. Like, you 30 years old
with an 18-year-old.
That's gross.
Well, I mean, yeah, for sure. I'll throw it out there. You can see a girl and you can be like, oh, she's attractive, but dog, she looks like 18. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell?
Because honestly, like, what the do you have to talk about?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
I don't want to talk to you about nothing.
So what's the acceptable cutoff? Like, when do we
for a normal human?
Like when does that age gap? Like, what's that age gap that one more year and it becomes nasty?
I think it's just a matter of
for young,
or is it just when they're in their teens / maybe 20, 21?
I think
is that when it's nasty?
I think if you're both relatively like in your young adulthood, it's fine. Or like when you're both, like, say somebody is 55 but they have a 42-year-old wife.
That's cool.
That doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter because you guys are both at a place in life where, like, but
you're
like
grown and you're making your own decisions.
So
but if you're 40 and you're dating a 25-year-old, like, that's kind of like, come on, dog.
A little weird.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
Weird.
Like,
so I would say if you are a sophomore or older in college, you should not be talking to anyone in high school.
No.
So it doesn't.
Anyone in high school.
So it doesn't go by age gap. We look at it as if you're closer to that 24 and younger range.
It gets real weird.
Older.
It gets real weird in high school and college and like your early 20s.
Yeah.
Like if I met a senior in college and he was like, "Oh yeah, my girl's still in high school," I'd be like, "Ew."
Because there is a law like that where I think I don't know, maybe it's the statutory rape thing, I don't know, but But like my mom, I know my mom was talking to my little brother about it because my little brother and his girlfriend dated when they were in high school, but he's older than her. Yeah. So when he turned 18, she's a year behind him. And my mom was like, "Yo, be careful because even though you're a year,
same thing with
even though you're a year apart, like there's a law that's like, yo, that you're praying."
But I think you're protected, at least in this state. I think you're protected by like what 3 years? Is it 2?
I don't know the rules.
2. Yeah. It still is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So like, yeah, if I met a senior in high school and they were like, or if I met a senior in college and he was like, "Oh yeah, my girl's graduating this year," I'd be like, "Dog."
Yeah, that's
like you got.
Which this not for anybody.
I'm not fighting on love, but like, dog, you got all these girls at college and you're dating a high schooler, bro. Come on, dog.
But for anybody listening, this doesn't apply to Robert Kelly.
It doesn't.
We know he's a wild boy.
Yeah, we got a little bit off.
But yeah, I did kind of want to speak on like that whole culture, even though it's outdated now, but there has been a culture, and there still is a culture with older dudes dating younger girls. Like,
I mean, yeah, Hugh Hefner just died. Like,
yeah, I mean, like,
girls are always dating older.
It happens, always. Yeah. I mean, like, look at Joe Budden. Joe
nasty.
Budden, I think Sin is like 24 or something, and Joe's like 37. So
shout out to Joe.
Yeah, shout out to Joe's podcast, all of that. But yeah, I mean, so
that's a big age gap, though.
It's kind of nasty.
No, honestly, like
that's still. Gap.
And I feel like, not to use them as an example, but just the age wise, I still feel like you're just not in the same place.
Dog, 27, 20 for me. 27, 28, I feel like you are automatically in a different category. You go to work, you pay your bills, you're in a way different headspace than everyone below you. So I feel like no. So I'm not saying like you're off limits to like 24 or whatever, but like so especially in that case, if you're 37, dog, and you're dating someone that's 24, like, dog, does she even know how to pay her power bill?
I mean, I get what you're saying, because it's kind of like how I feel like, even like say like you use the example of 27, like a 20 or 21. I feel like at 27 is still.
I want to get turned up.
So it's still a little too young.
Yeah. So do we look at like maturity level?
I think that's what has,
because everybody's not mature at the same age.
No,
there's 30 plus years old that are bozos. Yeah, and then there's like younger people that are actually mature for their age. So do we still like just not even care? Like, and I'll just use, and I hate using them as an example, but like Joe and Sin, like
nasty.
Do we look at it and like maybe Sin, I don't know, maybe they do have something to talk about, or do we just like, nah, that's too big an age gap, that's nasty?
Oh, I mean, I don't know the dynamics of what they're.
Wait, is she rich?
Nah.
Oh, then they have nothing to talk about.
Honestly,
I think 24.
They like move in the same. 26.
How does she? What?
They move in the same world.
I think that's nasty that they move in the same world. Why is she in that world?
Well, Sin's one of
those.
No,
it's he probably
Sin started as like where did Sin start from? Like one of the bottle girls. She might have been like a starlet, so like Instagram model type.
Yeah,
and then she's been on Love and Hip Hop, so we've seen her around.
Yeah,
and then eventually her and Joe hooked up and got married and had a kid.
Oh wait, they're married?
Yeah, they're married.
Well,
they just got married.
So I feel like,
or they just got
engaged.
He proposed. Yeah, engaged.
At that point, I feel like it would be okay for them to be messing around, but for them to take it to like a different level, I feel like would be weird. And that could just be me. But like if I chill with Budden and he was like, "Yo, I'm messing with this 24-year-old bottle girl," I'd be like, he's kind of young, but you doing your thing, you know?
Yeah.
But like, if I was this boy and he was like, "Yo, I think I'm gonna ask her to marry me," I'd be like, "Yo, dog, you tripping?" I feel like y'all feel the same way.
I get what you're saying.
But I don't have that much money in my bank account, so I don't know if that makes it different.
Running around with this little young,
dog,
tenderoni.
What the hell are you doing? That's kind of weird, bruh. Like, whoa, dog, I thought you was kidding.
I get it, but it's because you look at 38 or whatever, however, like I said, I'm not trying to use him as an example, but you look at that age 38 and then you look at 25, we're not even close to 38 yet. So I can't even imagine how I'm going to be thinking at 38.
No.
Like 38 is still a long time from now.
Long time away for me.
But like even still, like 25 is starting to like gap out now too from where I was at 25. Yeah. But I remember where I was at 25 and I think about like, where I'm at now, and I'm like, damn, that's just like 5 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, that's even still like I'm still different now than I was then. So I can only imagine what the larger gap is like.
And then it just depends on, I guess, what you want out of a girl. Like maybe he wants like somebody that's just he can manipulate. I mean, you don't know. He
never know.
He might want somebody like that. You don't have no say.
That won't worry about his finances and
like,
stuff like that.
Like, dog, military men go over to Vietnam and come back with wives. Like, she's not speaking, and that's what they want. they want the Asian wife that don't say nothing.
Oh, come on, man.
They do sound fire though. Do sound fire though.
That's what they want. Asian lady don't never speak.
Oh, come on, all right,
be at the family reunions, never
kimchi.
talking.
Stop.
Just be like, kimchi.
Chill out for China Mac get on our ass.
They just had mad kids.
Shout out Asians though. Bet. But y'all feel like so. All right, so back to Aaliyah. So it wasn't forced, basically. So
it was just manipulation.
Nah, it was
like why didn't
wait? Hold on, but that is forced.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could say it was forced.
All right, so it was forced.
Manipulation.
So did she never came out, or like what I'm confused about is like so Aaliyah's not here anymore. So like this was recorded before.
Well, obviously.
So like why is this just coming out now?
Well, no.
Well, the documentary is not about Aaliyah. It's not about Aaliyah.
No.
Aaliyah was in it, but this is like the other girls.
Yeah.
So like some of the other girls that he was messing with came forward, and they're doing like a little like speaking out against them.
Aaliyah was just like in the backlog.
Yeah.
Oh.
So these are like alive girls.
So do you feel like they used Aaliyah for the documentary? Like,
what do you mean? No, I mean that's part of his story.
Yeah, it's part of his story, but like I said, it's not like Aaliyah based. Like, this is really, like, other victims talking about how wild Robert was.
Aaliyah is, like, a reference point to where, like, you can go back and look and be like, it's been going on since, like, 94, 95, like.
And the craziest thing about this docuseries that's even wilder is his own family is speaking out against him.
Yeah.
So that goes to show you how wild he is. You can't deny it anymore. Like, there might have been a time where you would have been able to be like, well, I mean, these are allegations, but there's no proof. Dog, his own brothers are talking about it now. Like,
so do you feel like any charges are gonna come from this, or?
Well, I don't know what the sexual.
Well, on Twitter, I saw something where I think.
I mean, obviously, we're not law enforcement, so whatever.
I saw something where they're investigating them now or something, but who knows?
Bro, he's been walking around like Teflon for the last 20 years, 20, 30 years.
That's because nobody spoke about it.
And is he married? Or
he was?
Oh. Was she 15?
No, she was actually of age, but he like kept her chained up and all that.
Yo, so
I feel like for this conversation, what is of age?
Well, that was what Tori asked him, and he was confused about that as well.
Yo, just want to make sure. I don't want to clear the air.
For anybody who's never seen that clip, everybody has had to have seen that clip.
Nah, I've never seen it.
Tori asked him, what'd he say?
He said, so Rkelly, do you like teenage girls? And he had like this look on his face where he was confused. He was
confused.
So tell me what you mean by teenage.
He said, he said, what do you mean by teenage? Dog. Tori looked at him like a girl that is a teenager.
Teenager.
19. Like any regular person would have been like, oh, nigga, no.
Yo.
Wait, clarify, dog.
I think anybody who watched that for the first time had to have been like, dog, like, is he crazy? This is your moment to be like, no, I never would touch a teenager. This idiot said.
But the thing is,
what do you mean by teenager?
The thing is, like, if he would have said, ew, nah, everyone would have been like, oh, yeah, we believe him. And he would have went on and did his own, continue to do his thing. But his music was so fired that, like, he was still, like, you still would question him being, like, a nasty dude. But he'll drop, like, Ignition remix or Fiesta or something like that. And then people will start rocking to it again. Like, yo,
there's no excuse.
And that's what's scary about society. It's like he's wild, nasty, and like
all he had to do was just keep dropping hits.
But that goes to show you how crazy our society like really is. How nasty our society is. Because they'll give this dude a pass just because he makes good music.
I don't think it's like society being nasty. I just think
I think it's hard to come by good music, and he makes good music.
No,
so we're giving that. So we're giving the fact that he's basically a molester, a child molester, a pass?
No, it just doesn't
because
affect,
he makes good music.
It honestly just does.
Yeah, Jared made good sandwiches, and they got his ass out of Subway.
And I still eat Subway.
I still eat Subway.
I still eat Papa John's.
What happened? Papa John's was.
You remember when Papa John's had the
like niggas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a little different though.
What do you mean that's a little different? Why are you getting a pass?
You don't have to like niggas. This is cool.
Okay.
Hey, that pizza good though.
I used to have
kids
almost every day.
Kids,
No,
though.
no, that's disgusting. But I think it's not that society is like nasty as a whole. I just think people don't necessarily they act like they care, but I don't think they really care until it actually like affects you.
I'll be honest, I don't care.
So humans are just terrible.
No,
well, I mean, which we are.
You can show compassion without actually
millions of us,
really giving a shit. If that makes any
millions
sense.
of us, I can't care about every human being on this earth.
Like you could probably sit back and like empathize
I'm not
with
talking about people you don't know, but I'm just saying like, how do you not call Robert Kelly for filth?
He's
jamming.
He's disgusting. He's nasty.
So you are y'all kind of the mindset of how Ebro from Hot 97, how he was like, some people don't know how to separate the person from the music, and he was like, I can. He caught some backlash for that, but are y'all of that mindset? Like you can separate the music. Well, so like you can say that Robert Kelly is a nasty dude, but you'll still jam his music. Because I'm not listening to Robert Kelly.
Well, first of all, I'll set the record straight where I don't really think R. Kelly's honestly that great. So
that's
fine. That's fine. That's another topic.
I'm just saying.
Bugging.
I don't throw on his music anyways. So like, I'm not gonna be in his car and be like, "Yo, let me listen to the world's greatest." Like, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, but that is a fire song.
No, it's a.
So do you separate?
Okay
whoa.
Do you separate the person from the music?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Answer the question. Do you separate the person from the music?
Do I separate? I put it this way: if I had to take everyone's art and then judge their art based on their personal lives, then I probably wouldn't like a whole lot of artists.
So I used to be the
got out of that.
Big facts.
The separation. I used to be on the separation side, but then I had to think about it. My separation was really only for like a sexual orientation. So like for instance, for like Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean could be gay. I like his music.
Music's fire.
Young Thug's one of my favorite artists, and he's a little shaky. I don't know. He might be gay, but I still like him. So I separate that. But when you start talking about stuff like,
but see, that's
you out here messing with kids.
But that's
now I'm kind of like, I can't separate.
That's wild though, because like you feel some type of way listening to like Frank Ocean. I
don't feel any.
Oh, not anymore. No.
I'm saying that I don't care if he's gay.
Okay,
he can be gay. I still love his music.
Yeah, because that Forrest Gump song.
That's
even the
the
subject matter of the song was still fire to me.
No.
It's just a bad example.
Okay, well,
I'll throw it out there.
I don't know what other example I can use.
You can't equate gay to child.
No, terrible.
I get what you're trying to say.
But some people do.
No, I get the mindset
like,
of what you're saying.
Like, so basically I know in the urban community, because we're like super homophobic. Some people are like, yo, if this rapper is gay, I'm not rocking with him. You know that's true. If a rapper, is like, come on, think about if Jeezy was found out to be gay, dog, they would blackball the hell out of him.
They would.
So I am the person who is like, what I'm saying is that I'm the person who is like, I don't care if Jeezy's gay because his albums are fire. So I separate that. But now let's just say Jeezy came out and we found out that he was raping chicks.
Yeah,
I can't separate that. I'm like, dog, you wild. Like,
so there's levels. There's levels to your separation. Is what you're
levels
saying.
To my separation. So in that case, I'm not listening to no Jeezy music. I don't listen to Robert Kelly. I haven't listened to a Robert Kelly song in like, I honestly can't say the last time I've listened to it.
The last time I listened to an R. Kelly song was probably like a week.
Well, what song?
So you don't separate?
No, I had after watching the special,
or you separate?
After watching the special, I had to go through the catalog and look for the clues that he's been dropping us for the last 20 years. And then,
okay. Well, you were just trying to do your research.
But while I was looking for the clues, I can't sit here and not say I didn't stomp my feet to.
But yo, that's the craziest thing
bob
about
my head to the tunes. I mean, the tunes are fire.
But no, he does make good music. I'm not saying that, but I'm not listening to that dude no more. But the crazy thing about what Ebro said, especially when Ebro said, "Oh, well, I can separate the two, so I still love R. Kelly's music." Dog, R. Kelly was putting nasty clues in the music.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I had to
so
go back
he
and
didn't
find
even
them.
separate it. So how can you separate it?
He's not listening to the lyrics. When you listen to R. Kelly, you're not listening to lyrics.
Yes,
dog.
you are. What are you listening to?
You're just listening to the vibe, dog.
All right. Mumble rapper.
Okay, if
you're listening to the lyrics.
No, that's fine. Okay, give me a hook from "Step in the Name of Love."
Step in the name of love.
No. Give me the lyrics.
Side to side. Bring it
No.
What do you mean? What do you want?
Give me a bridge. Give me something other than the chorus.
Okay.
Yeah, niggas can't do it.
No, I can. Hold on.
I'm just bad at lyrics, so I
now
can't do it.
I know
I can't do it.
there is somebody's birthday tonight.
Nah, he's heard it too often.
Somewhere.
He's heard it too
No,
many
I'm saying no.
But that's the lyrics.
That's the
though.
lyrics.
You,
You're not
like
gonna get
I don't. Who listens?
The
to
regular human doesn't know that. Dog.
So you listen to R&B and like just listen to the.
Nah, it
the
depends. Like
beat?
Jagged Edge, I know all their lyrics. But like R. Kelly,
I thought the average person listens to R&B for the lyrics.
I only hear him.
You want to hear that?
Nah, you listen to it in
that
the
making
field.
love shit.
Honestly, I could probably sing like 15 R. Kelly songs. So I'm probably not a good
I
reference
can't because
point
I'm
for
just
that.
bad at
Great
lyrics.
reference.
But
But like I listen to R&B.
But I feel like the regular person doesn't know R. Kelly's lyrics.
Yeah, they do.
yeah, they do.
I don't know.
No,
Everybody sitting in this room probably sung "I Believe I Can Fly" at graduation.
no. R. Kelly is the
That
king.
doesn't have anything like nasty in it.
No, it doesn't. But I'm saying that's still
R. Kelly's
lyrics.
the king of R&B. I mean, you can't.
It's so disgusting to say that.
I know it's so nasty. He's such a nasty nigga.
Damn, that's a strong opinion.
No, it's kind of facts.
Dog, R. Kelly's nasty.
He is so disgusted.
I
Yeah,
need
but
a
off
break.
that, man. Anyway, so
I need to go to break.
all right. Well, when we come back, we're gonna take a quick breather after that. So that's a good segment, though. Way to start off season 3. I like it.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Welcome back. Hey, Kels, I miss your little intro.
Yeah, but I don't know. I gotta start feeling them again.
Yo, my
Probably
favorite
lost
one was
Thunder.
the "Oh, you didn't know."
Once I get lit again, I
Man, put down the water,
just
yo.
don't be lit no more.
Yeah, it's because we not at your crib.
Yeah, no, we're at my crib. Though. That was a different story.
Oh man.
Used to be on the podcast smack. But I know when we left off, we were talking about R. Kelly. I know we dove into a lot of the beginning part of. Did you say you watched a little bit of it?
A little bit, yeah.
And you didn't
I haven't watched all of it.
I didn't watch it at all.
So we dug into like the beginning part of the series. The second half of the series is more like what he's doing current. So the first half was basically old school R. Kelly, what people knew, but like, we're gonna leave him alone. Now this is like what he's like actively out here doing. So like he's got like a sex cult where he's got these chicks brainwashed and they can't leave the room. They gotta ask permission to eat. All this wild, but like,
doing his thug thistle.
but like, the crazy thing is the parents will try to come like rescue their daughters, but the daughters will be like, "Nah, I'm not leaving" or whatever.
Yeah, because they're adults.
But it's nuts. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
He had them
y'all are
he had them
slaves.
brainwashed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all it is, brainwashed.
Yo, what's wild to me is that we're even really talking about R. Kelly because R. Kelly really ain't even got no hits.
I mean, I see you gonna try to like get that out, but like it's not. I'm not even gonna bite on that.
Why does everyone really like R. Kelly though?
I'm not gonna bite on.
I'm
that.
not talking about.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like. You're not gonna get me with that.
Yeah, he's trying to get the whole.
No, I'm not-
he's trying to do the trolling thing.
I know it just doesn't work.
No, I'm not trying to troll.
Yes,
I'm
you
really
are.
asking,
Yes,
like,
you are.
why
Because
does everyone
men
say-
lie,
Alright, yeah, we
men
don't
lie,
know.
women lie, numbers don't. There, isn't that you're saying?
Yeah, we don't know.
Oh no, he's got numbers. Like,
All
the
right then.
numbers
So
don't lie.
okay, so there's your answer.
But what I'm trying to
There's your
like,
answer.
When you really listen to his hits, they're really not that great.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
Usher's
Alright.
are better.
I respect your opinion.
Yeah. Respect your opinion.
Yeah.
Damn, y'all ain't gonna bite.
No, because you sound
No, we
stupid.
gonna have this conversation.
No, you sound no.
It's so-
There's no
it's
conversation.
dumb. That's
to be
not
had.
even a good one. Like,
We're gonna have this conversation.
Like sure thing, bud. You got it.
Wait, you really think R. Kelly's good?
yes,
But you won't listen to his shit.
Yes,
Why?
I told
He's a
you.
creep.
Did I not just explain
Michael
that?
Jackson's a creep though too.
Nah, Nah,
I don't
MJ's
listen.
not.
I honestly don't listen to Michael Jackson that much.
Oh, you tripping.
I don't.
MJ's fire.
No, MJ
But he is a
fire.
creep.
Like, you liable to catch him on like Friday night with the headphones in the kitchen, Billy Keenan.
We don't know anything that MJ's done.
I love
Yeah, nah, he's found not guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was found not guilty. Well, R. Kelly's not guilty too, so why are we tripping on it?
Nah, because he's guilty, man.
Nah. Now I got a point.
If your brother's saying you're guilty, you're guilty. None of MJ's family
he's
came
not
out and said
lawfully
he's
guilty.
guilty. All right, well, cool. You
Well,
can depend on the law.
Well, that's fine.
That's because MJ's family's not a bunch of niggas. They didn't just come out and just say, "Yeah, my brother did that thing. Or, my brother was in them motherfuckers."
I don't want to laugh at
So
that.
please relax.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Because it's not like you
MJ's
shouldn't be
family has some
laughing at
home
it.
training, man.
Yeah, Joe beat the shit out of him.
They use their inside voice everywhere, so it's a little different.
Oh, we.
Joe beat the hell out of them kids. That's why MJ wanted to be a kid for the rest of his life. Because he ain't getting no childhood.
Let him rest, man.
Hey, he built a Disney World in his backyard.
He really did, yo. He's a G.
R.I.P. the greatest.
But again, back to my point.
Willy Wonka in the
It's like-
flesh.
R. Kelly hasn't been found guilty of anything, so why is everyone attacking him?
Yeah, I don't care. He's a nasty nigga.
Whatever the law says, it has nothing to do with my thoughts on if he's a nasty wild creep.
he's
or not. He's a nasty wild creep. Law convict him. Law doesn't convict him.
Wait, so
I don't
MJ
know.
having kids on his lap and shit is not nasty?
Santa Claus has kids in his
I was
lap.
about to say, a kid sitting on your lap doesn't mean that you're molesting them.
Yeah, like.
Okay, we gonna keep that same energy? That's what y'all think.
I mean, I wouldn't let my kid sit on MJ's lap. No,
All right.
no, if that's what
Yeah,
you're asking.
but I mean, shit.
No, I wanna keep the same energy.
MJ's damn near as big as Santa Claus. So if you let your kid sit on Santa Claus's
Yeah,
lap,
but I don't know who
and
Santa.
not even the real Santa Claus, the Santa Claus in the mall.
I was gonna say,
Dog,
I don't
that's
know
a
who
tradition,
Santa at
dog.
Carolina Place
R.
Mall
Kelly
is.
sliding in your 14-year-old fucking girlfriend's DMs is not a tradition.
Well, it's a tradition for him.
Well, yeah, it is for him.
It's disgusting.
So maybe that's a nasty tradition too. Why are we looking at that like that's normal? Like our kids sitting on Santa Claus' lap is normal.
I mean,
I never said it was normal.
Yeah, all right, then don't back it up with that. What I'm saying is if R. Kelly's nasty, then MJ's nasty.
no, we don't know if MJ's
not the
nasty or
same.
not.
How is it not?
Because
We don't have MJ on camera
a lot of
pissing on kids.
yeah, and a lot
What
of
you
people.
mean? They're not the
So-
same.
And a lot of
MJ
the
just used to climb trees.
a lot of the MJ accusers have like doubled back and said, "Oh, you know, it was all a money thing."
Well, yeah,
MJ
because
never
his
really
bread's
did
much
that."
longer.
No, I just think honestly, like they were like, look at him, oh, dude, we can get some money out of him. I really truly feel that about MJ. Now with R. Kelly, that's not the case. Like this dude is actually like a real nasty dude. Like, he's a creep. He's disgusting.
So I guess my only whatever the word is. Anyways, there's been videos of R. Kelly pissing on girls, right?
Yeah.
Is that true?
No, there's an actual video. Allegedly, you have to use the word allegedly because he beat that case and he said it wasn't him and the girl said it wasn't her. But yes, it's a video.
Wait, so like you can see R. Kelly, you can see the girl.
I've never seen the tape, so I don't know.
Well, whoever saw it.
It was that nigga.
But from
That
the-
was Robert.
everyone says that it was good old Robbie.
So it took from that point to this documentary for people to call him a nasty nigga.
No, people have been calling.
Oh
him
no,
that for
people been
years.
calling Robert
Yeah.
a nasty dude.
The-
but this
just kind of
just came out of nowhere.
stuff.
Yeah, because we didn't know this was coming out. They just announced it like yo, surviving R. Kelly.
yeah.
That's what it's literally called.
But you-
Surviving R. Kelly.
But you know the height of like social media, everything is social media driven now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got all these blog sites, they're gonna get the hits for you. So it's on the biggest platform that it's probably ever been on.
So what do you think? So if I can bring it to another, both of them are nasty, but anyways, MJ and R. Kelly. But anyways,
MJ out of this.
MJ is the greatest though, but the world's greatest. But
Relax.
so how do y'all feel? Has R. Kelly come out and said how he feels about all this, or like is he like, yo, I'm gonna sue y'all, or like?
Well, before they aired it, he came out and said he was gonna sue or whatever, and Lifetime was like, play with us. and he fell back.
Yeah.
Lifetime was like, bout that.
Yeah.
R. Kelly know he don't want that smoke.
Nah.
Gonna land his ass in jail.
So what was
He
he?
better chill.
Would he sue for like defamation or?
I mean,
we're
if
not
it's-
lawyers. So
Probably something along those lines.
If it's not true, you would probably slam for defamation and slander.
Damn.
R. Kelly know that shit true.
But I mean,
He know that shit
he didn't
true.
want them to start digging in his, in his bag and start picking them off left and right. So he left it alone.
So again, I know I'm going down like the law path, but like, how does this not incriminate him?
What do you mean, as far as the old stuff?
Is it like too old?
I mean,
I
like
don't
I
know,
said,
honestly.
I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know.
I know y'all don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just
I don't
saying,
know
like-
what like the statute of limitation laws are for some of this stuff. I would assume a lot of the stuff from the 90s is probably too old. But then again, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know because they caught Bill. Didn't they get Bill on some old shit?
I mean, somebody got to press charges in order for
That's what it is.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if they can do anything.
Oh, so the people who were on the video weren't pressing charges?
No, I don't think so. I think they're just making a documentary.
So
like,
you think
yo,
they just wanted the bag?
they could,
I don't know.
but I still think it happened. But they probably don't really want to see him in jail. They probably just want some money. Who knows?
But that is
Because
true. Why
that
would
was
they
also
not?
that also was in the docuseries. Dog, R. Kelly's Hush Money game is trash. Dog, he was offering them like $1,000.
Yeah.
$1,000. You gonna give me $1,000 to keep quiet? Bro, you better come out the pockets.
Nuts.
No. I'll pull out my wallet and let you know my bank account number. $1,000 or nothing. Better give me that $1,000.
Nah, yeah, you stupid.
Yeah.
Because I'd have been milking them pockets.
Oh, you can still take the $1,000 and press charges.
$1,000.
R. Kelly.
I'm not gonna take $1,000 and press charges.
R.
Why
Kelly
not?
should have been
No, I want more than $1,000.
he should have been
do you
extorted
mean?
for nothing less than 25.
I'm about to say, dog.
All right, so
Better
what
come
you're
out
telling
them pockets,
So what you're
20?
telling me is, if I'm not giving you more than $1,000 and I offer you $1,000 and you can still press charges, you're not gonna take the $1,000?
No, if you offer me
No,
$1,000,
because then you took the money. That counts as like extortion.
no, if you
No, that's fine.
No,
I
you're
no,
not-
you give me more
but
than
then,
that.
But then,
I guess we're both going to jail.
no, I'm gonna extort you.
what I'm saying, if you take the $1,000 and then want to press charges, then you can come back and you can say, well, I was extorted, or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
and then you lose your case. So
Oh, that's fine.
a
I'm still
grand
up.
is not like that's too cheap of money.
So are you gonna be able to battle R. Kelly in court?
Yeah, they would be able to.
With what money?
Oh, well, yeah, that's a good
I want my $1,000.
that's a good point.
That is true because most of these people probably
my grand.
couldn't afford.
I'm about to say that is a
representation.
good point. I
Man,
ain't
whatever
think
you
about
offer,
that.
I'm taking. And I'm not.
You gotta
no
have
slight to the
lawyer
victim.
money. That is true.
Unless you had somebody like a lawyer that was willing to work pro bono, that was like,
And I'm sure you do for the clout. I'm
who
sure
was
one
real
of them will be
adamant
able
about
to.
taking that nasty fuck down.
Yeah.
Yo, he's not nasty.
No, he's nasty.
Just a great. All the greats are nasty.
That's not true.
That is true.
That is not true.
Name one great that wasn't nasty.
You name
on some
name a
level.
bunch that were.
Whitney Houston.
She wasn't nasty.
Yes, she was.
Nasty. Cracks doesn't make you nasty.
It's just nasty.
It's not nasty.
It's just nasty.
Crack's not nasty.
It is nasty.
Get
It's not the
outta
same.
here.
No,
That's
smoking
not
crack.
the same
Smoking
thing.
crack is nasty, bro.
That's not the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing, but it's still nasty.
All right, what else is nasty?
Look, there's only a few greats
What
that I can
else?
really think of, like Luther Vandross that wasn't nasty. Like, a lot of these niggas was nasty, dog. I've even heard stories about like NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. They nasty, dog.
Name some more. You only name Whitney. What else is
I named
nasty?
NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys.
Well, I
They're
don't know what they did.
I don't consider them great.
definitely great.
No, they're not.
What they do that was
they're
nasty?
above average.
Women lie,
They're
men
not
lie.
great.
What did they do that was nasty? I'm asking.
You
Backstreet
put them
Boys
on
or
a pedestal,
NSYNC?
call them great.
Oh, just a
What's wrong
bunch
with
of sex
this dude?
scandals that I heard. Y'all don't know any other people that were nasty. Any other
No,
great
I'm
people
just
that were
laughing
nasty.
at you putting Backstreet Boys and NSYNC on the great list.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
they're definitely great.
I don't. What greats were nasty? That's all I'm asking. I can't think of any.
I'm not doing this.
I really can't.
I can't
either.
think of
Honestly,
any.
I really can't either. I think Dre was
You
reaching.
clearly have a bunch in your head, but
He
you're
was-
not saying them.
he was
so
reaching for
I'm
straw-
taking it as a
he-
bunch of bullshit.
He was
now.
reaching
I'm
for
not doing
straws
this.
on that.
So it's bullshit.
DMX is great, right? Nigga was on smack. Drugs make you nasty too.
Okay, so drugs make you nasty.
Yeah.
All right, well, if that's the case, then yeah, there are a few. But outside of that, I can't think of nothing else that's nasty. Nobody, especially not R. Kelly nasty.
Drugs can honestly also be looked at as like a disease. substance abuse. So
I don't think drugs make you nasty, but
it might not make you nasty.
drugs not nasty.
But I mean, I wouldn't want to be in the room while Whitney Houston was like lighting up a crack pipe. Like,
yeah, that's wild.
I mean,
That's wild as shit. But outside of like the drug addicts,
So we've never heard nothing about Prince.
nah, I
No?
don't think
What
anybody,
Prince was doing?
I don't think Prince was.
what
doing
Prince
it.
was doing?
I've never heard it.
Oh, I don't. I'm literally asking y'all.
No,
Oh no, I haven't heard anything about Prince.
I mean, other than his assless chaps on stage.
Yeah,
but,
that's,
But
I guess that's normal.
surprisingly, well, back then the fucking girls loved it.
No, I know.
My mom used to say she used to love Prince. I don't know why. He used to wear bras and stuff, but
well, I mean,
they liked it.
it's the same that
They used to wear that stuff.
it's the same. It's the same that
tight.
the kids like this stuff now, where young thugs rocking blouses and stuff like that. I mean, it's the
Yeah,
same
I mean, so it's weird, but they liked it. So basically, to your point, I can't think of a bunch of greats that were
keeps
doing
bringing
nasty
us back.
things.
Yeah, because you were reaching
I
for
lost.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were reaching.
Yeah.
You were reaching for
We
some
know.
wild shit.
But R. Kelly's still nasty.
Oh,
Yes,
he's
exactly.
reaching,
We
man.
agree
And
with you
MJ
there.
is still nasty.
MJ is not. Leave him out of this.
MJ nasty as hell.
MJ
bro.
not nasty. He's just
Nasty as shit.
just has a young soul. Likes to climb trees, man.
Peter Pan.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just trying to put his giraffe in tree knots, yo.
Dog, come on, man. Relax.
Hey man, break this episode out, dog. I'm done. I'm losing.
Yeah, you were kind of getting bodied,
Yeah, I was getting bodied this episode.
but that's because you didn't.
That's
I mean,
fine.
you didn't see.
Yeah, I didn't see any of it, and I honestly don't care. So it's just
Well, and you saying like you don't care, that actually brings you to a point. So it's been on social media probably like the last week or whatever, like pretty heavy.
it'll go away.
But it's gonna go away as soon as the next like thing hits.
Yeah, it will.
This would be forgotten about. And so one thing
Mama.
I think celebrities should do in 2019 is to, when something comes out on them, just shut the fuck up. Because it's gonna
What?
pass.
But why? R. Kelly just made probably the most money he's made in a few years off
Yeah.
of all this.
So he should
bullshit.
come out and not say anything.
But
I don't think he has said
did
anything.
did he say anything? I don't know.
I mean,
Oh well, outside of saying he was gonna sue,
yeah,
and
and
then
then
I think at a party he said something.
well, he said
His
he
birthday
didn't-
party,
yeah,
he was
he's-
like, "I don't give a fuck" or something like that.
I think he said he didn't
that
watch the
energy.
documentary and he was gonna make a website that was gonna expose these accusers for liars or something like that. But like you said, this is probably the most money he's made probably in the last like 2 years.
Yeah. I'd come out and say a whole bunch of stuff.
His sales are up.
I'd be
He's
Takashi.
he's touring internationally again.
Yeah. He in Asia asking who's gonna go home with me.
No, he's in Africa.
That was old.
Yeah,
that was old.
no, he was in Africa. Did you get your shots?
Oh no, but see, actually, that was before this.
Yeah,
whole thing.
yeah,
it
no,
was.
that was old.
It was.
That was
Dog,
old.
R. Kelly's so nasty. Dog, he was on stage making the girls wipe his tongue with a towel.
Nah,
Dog,
but
why do you want your tongue wiped with a towel, dog?
He's a sick. He's a
nah,
sick-minded
but being completely
Do
serious.
you want to come back to
that is
America?
R. Kelly's a real vile dude.
person. Yeah, like
That's really nasty.
So
All
wild.
jokes aside,
So
no,
wild
no,
nigga.
no. Like he's
R. Kelly really is nasty.
Nah, that's a
scum.
wild
He's
nigga.
Yeah,
scum.
and I really don't support anything that he's ever done. So.
Yeah, like he's
Pretty
scum.
nasty.
He's scum.
I will still listen to I Believe I Can Fly when it comes on,
It's a
but,
tune.
You're a wild nigga.
he
that
nasty.
is-
Oh,
that
if
is
it comes on in a wedding, I'm dancing. I'm
that-
stepping in the name of old love.
I don't listen to R. Kelly
That's a
music.
slapper.
I mean, if it comes on somewhere and I can't control turning it off, then whatever. But
Oh, are you gonna step in the name of love?
I'm not playing it.
Hey, he
Let
just
that
said.
show have a few drinks in him. He gonna be right there, right there stepping.
Nah,
Yeah, he is.
R. Kelly
Yeah,
dead.
he is.
R. Kelly dead.
You ain't fooling nobody.
Yo, so what's your what? I guess close it out. I guess. What's
Go.
y'all's favorite R. Kelly song? What's y'all's favorite R. Kelly song if he would have never done anything?
Don't have one.
Don't do that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He is trash, but like he has a few hits.
I don't know.
I don't know.
There's quite a few. There's like six songs that I could, depending on the day. Yeah,
Y'all still like putting a do rag over your beat.
Oh, I wish was fire.
I wish.
Damn, that was. I see.
The
I hate how
Wish
fire.
remix. I like the I wish remix.
Yeah. The remix was no, but the original was cool too. I wish
Nah.
that I could hold you now.
Nah, you know
I
what?
ain't body that one
I
too.
like the I like the
God,
remix
I wish his
'cause
music
it
wasn't
had
so
the,
fire,
it had the
man.
guitar in the background. I was like, doom, doom,
Oh, he bought.
doom, doom.
Actually, I mean, I like Fiesta too.
Y'all really on here paying homage to this wild nigga.
I'm not.
Hey, let's
I'm
close
not
this episode out. Y'all over here. Oh yeah, that was fire.
Oh yeah.
From running these streets to being down for whatever, and now that you're gone, I got a whole lot to tell you. Things I should have said way back when we was younger.
Hey, Robert Kelly is canceled.
Close us out, dog.
All right. Hey, see, I lost my train of thought, man.
Remember when we used to roll hand in hand?
Chill out. Hey, shout out to everyone. Like I said at the beginning, keep listening. We got some big changes coming in this season, so stay tuned. See if you can point out the changes that we've made.
Big facts.
They might be very noticeable. And we out. Yeah.
The Musketeers.